Can you see my screen, please? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, Jitish. So I know you know this thing. We are discussing enterprise structure, and today is last. So if you have any doubt in enterprise structure, please ask me. So enterprise structure is also known as a organizational structure. So first we have to create the company. Company is known as a group company. Okay, so here Apple Group. Then each legal entity is called to your company code. So let's say Apple Holding USA or Apple USA. If you have one company, Apple, that is in USA, for that you have to create Apple USA Private Limited. Then Apple India. So in each country, if they have legal entity, you have to create one company code. Okay, for each company code label you have to prepare the financial statement and you have to submit to the government. Okay, then these are the subsidiary of Apple. So for each subsidiary also you have to create the separate company code. Okay, because for this subsidiary also you have to prepare the financial statement separately and you have to submit to the government. This is also separate subsidiary. For this also you have to create the separate company code and you have to submit to the government. So for each legal entity we have to create one company code in SAP. Okay, so for each legal, for each subsidiary, let's say this subsidiary is having branch in US and they also having the branch in China, they also having branch in Dubai. Then for all these branches you have to create separate legal entity. Okay, or separate company code you have to create, because for each branch in each country you have to submit and prepare the financial statement you have submit to the government. So this is known as a company code. Then there is something called credit control area. For you have to create the credit control area and that you have to link with the company code. Okay, so here you can see that you have created one company. So all this company are linked with this different company code. Okay, or you can put in this way also if you need, like this you can put. In fact this way they are linked. Okay, all this company code are linked to the company. Okay, all this company code are linked to the company. So all this company are linked to the company, like this you can put. Okay, okay, is it clear? So all this company code you have to connect with the company. So very important point you must know, for each legal entity you have to create one company code and for each company code you have to prepare the financial statements, that is your trial balance, profit and loss statement, your cash flow, your balance sheet and so on. You have to prepare. Okay, then you have to create the credit control area that will be linked with the company code. Is there any doubt in this one, company and company code? Yesterday also I have discussed in more detail how to handle branches, how to handle sales office in country, outside the country. Any doubt is there in this one, Samira, Pallav? Difference between company and company code, any doubt? Hello?
No, sir.
no,
No,
sir.
sir.
Okay, then business area, it is completely optional these days. Most of the people are not using, most of the clients are not using the business area. But in case these are like, potato, right? Potato vegetable. Potato you can mix with any vegetable. Potato you can mix in chicken. Potato you can mix in mutton. Potato you can mix in cauliflower. Potato you can mix with chili. You can mix anywhere potato. So this business area, profit center and segment, these are like potato. You can use them based on your requirement. There is no fixed value for business area, profit center and segment. It can be used based on the business needs. Okay, so here firstly, business area is not that famous in current days. Okay, but in case you want to use the business area, but why do you need the business area? First of all, let's say anyway for each legal entity you are preparing the financial statement, but let's say business is telling that I also need the financial statement at location wise also I need. Okay, let's say I want APAC region wise, then North America wise, Africa wise, Australia wise. Okay, see, I have bifurcated at very broader level because Apple is having business across the globe. But let's say you have only one legal entity and they are having branches only in USA. That time your business area is equal to your New York City, New Jersey City. Likewise you can do the business area creation. Let's say in India, if you have only the branch, then Hyderabad business area, Bangalore business area, Mumbai business area, or you can divide like this: South states, North states, something like that. Okay. So business area are completely like potato. I told na, you can use the business area based on your needs. There is no fixed value that since I'm writing a business area, my APAC, America, Africa, and Australia, it may not be the case for your client. They may tell that my business area is equal to plant. For each plant, I need the financial statement. So I may create plant is equal to business area. Our city is equal to business area, our state is equal to business area. So there is no fixed value. They are like potato. You have to check with the business what label they want the financial statement, what label they want the financial statement other than at company code level. If they are telling I need financial statement plant label, then I may create plant is equal to one business area. If they say that no, I need city level financial statement, then I may create each city is equal to business area. So you have to discuss with the business and accordingly you have to decide. Okay, here my business is telling that APAC region. APAC means all the your no Asia related country comes into APAC. All my North America, now in North America, US, Canada, all those comes in North America. All Africa, all Australia. So I divided my whole world into this four business area. I may still divide like Western Hemisphere, Eastern Hemisphere. So it depends how my business want the financial statement to see. So at that level, I'll be creating the business area. But this is recent days, it is not that famous. I will tell you why it is not famous, why it is not much used. Okay. Is it clear? This one, business area? Is
Yes,
it
sir.
clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now next is called profit center. Profit center, again, it is also like potato. Nobody can say that potato is sorry profit center is equal to my product. No, it's not. You can use for each plant is equal to one profit center. For each division is equal to one profit center. For each location is equal to one profit center. For each product is equal to one profit center. Each department wise one profit center. So you have to discuss with the business. Tell me boss, at what level you need financial statements. Okay, at what level you need the financial statement. For that level you have to create the profit center. So profit center is is mandatory. You must create the profit center, you must use the profit center. And generally profit centers are created at the PSL level. PSL means product and service level. Most of the company will be creating the profit center at the PSL level. And profit center is a mandatory. Every company will be using the profit center. At profit center will be created at the PSL level. PSL means product and service level. People will also go location wise, people will go for division wise, people will also go create for plant wise. As I said, they are potato. It can be used for any wise, but most of the people will create profit center at the product level or service level. Okay, therefore apple has mobile, so I'll create mobile profit center, TV profit center, laptop profit center. They have repair and maintenance profit center. They are also into software. Okay, so I'll create software profit center. So at PSL level I'll be creating the profit center, and profit center is a mandatory. Okay, profit center is a mandatory. In every company you have to create the profit center. Is there any doubt in profit center? Any doubt? Any doubt, please? Hello, Aruna,
No
any
doubt.
doubt? Aruna, any doubt?
No hurry, no hurry.
Okay, next is segment. Again I am telling segment, there is again no, all these three are like potato. Okay, you can use for any region. That's the region SAP has given. Other than at company code level, anyway for every company code you will be creating the financial statement. Other than this, if you need at any other level financial statement, then you use these three features. Okay, so segment again not broadly used in recent days. Okay, but again segment is equal to same. You can create plant, location, product, anything you can create is equal to segment. Okay, anything you can create is equal to segment. There is no fixed rule that segment is equal to product or segment is equal to location. No, there is no rule. Different client will use segment based on their convenient. So here I'm creating the segment as a product and service. I want to know the financial statement, or I want to do the segmental reporting at the product wise and the service wise. I want to know how much profit and loss I'm getting at the product for the products, and how much profit and loss I'm getting for the services. Okay, so here this is the profit center, this is the profit center, this is the profit center. These three profit center I'm linking with the product segment, and this is the service, this is the service. Okay, I mean this is the repair and maintenance profit center, software profit center. I'm linking with the service segment. So product and services are my segment. Is it clear? Is it clear? Samira, do you have any doubt?
No doubt, sir.
So is
Hurry,
it
I
clear,
have,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
hurry.
Yes, sir.
Ask.
It's clear.
Yeah, Runa, go ahead.
Is the region the word we generally use the word region also? So is business area and the region are same?
Yes, yes, sir. That's what we say. Like APAC region, North America region, Africa region. That is what called business area.
Okay,
Okay, we use the word called region,
okay,
but but it is not mandatory. That's what I'm telling you. It is not mandatory. The region is equal to business area. Maybe region is equal to segment. Also, they would have created. Okay,
okay, okay,
you're
okay.
getting now. So
Yeah,
you have to completely discuss with the business what they want, at what level they want the financial statement. So that is equal to, you have to create the region. Okay, na?
okay. Yeah, yeah,
So these three are freely like potato. I told na, this is mandatory. You must use. This is mandatory. Without profit center, you cannot post even single journal entry. This is mandatory. These two are optional. Okay, business may use, business may not use. This is two are optional, but this is mandatory. So you need to focus on profit center. Profit center is equal to what you want to create. Most of the company I have seen, either they'll go for product or they'll go for plant. Okay, very few company will go profit center is equal to location also. Okay, okay na.
okay. Yes, hurry.
But it is not there is no hard and fast rule that you cannot use business area and segment, but these days many people are not using. I'll tell you the reason later. I don't want to confuse you. You have, as of now, you assume that everything is being used, and this is what organizational structure looks. Okay. Okay, now,
Yes,
Aruna.
Hari. Yes, Hari.
Okay. Now let us discuss a little bit. Let's just see the practical thing. Okay, so company I have written here. It means the group of companies. Okay. Company is also known as a trading partner. Company will helps you to consolidate the financial statements of multiple individual company codes. So generally, uh, company will consolidate. It will combine the multiple individual company codes results into single results, and it will give you the consolidated report. How it will give? So this is the point to try to understand. I have written here. No. So how it will give you? It will remove the intercompany profit. Okay, sometime what happen, one company code do the transaction with another company code, so in case they have any intercompany profits, then that profit can be removed and it will be reported at the group level. Okay, so that is done via company. I'll talk about this in later little more detail. As of now, you understand that company helps you to consolidate financial statement multiple individual company. Even if today also I ask the question, tell me what is company, every fresher will tell company is a group of company where it helps you to consolidate the financial statements. But if I ask them, tell me any one T code where you can extract the consolidated report, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Even if for 10 years experience guy you go and ask, they don't have answer. Everybody will tell you that company will give you the consolidated financial statements. But what is the T code? How do you get that consolidated financial reports? Is there any T code? Is there any program where you can enter the company and you can get the report? No. Nobody can answer. Even 10 years of experience, people can't answer this one. So I'll talk about this in practical thing little later. See here, then next point I've written, more than one company code can be linked to company. Just now here I have linked here. See, more than one company code are getting linked with the company. Okay. Here, but there is one prerequisite is that all the individual company codes should have same operational chart of account and fiscal year variant. We'll understand what is called operational chart of account and fiscal year variant little later. Okay, this is very important. This point is very important. In real time, we create one company for one company code due to document splitting and intercompany posting. See, when see, SAP is not stopping you to assign multiple company code for the single company. But since there is one concept called document splitting, okay, when document splitting came, then for every individual company code, it is it is it is expected to create one company. Okay, one company. So in real time, we generally create for each company code one company we create. Okay, so that our document splitting works very smoothly. I will show you practically when I will assign more than two company codes into one company. You'll get to know what challenges you'll face. Okay, so that from the real point of view, I'm telling you this is very important point. Okay, that for each company we assign one company code only. We don't assign multiple company code to single company. Okay, because there is one feature called document splitting is there. We'll understand what is called document splitting in later. Okay, then company is a 6-digit alphanumeric codes. Okay, already I've taught you what is called alphanumeric code, and creating the creating the company is a mandatory for intercompany transaction posting. If you are not doing intercompany transaction posting, then either you create company or you don't create company is a optional. But for intercompany transaction posting purpose, creating company is a mandatory. Okay. So if you ask with many phrases, they will tell that company creation is a optional, but it is not all the time optional. If you have the intercompany transaction posting, then company must be created. Okay, otherwise you will not be able to post the intercompany transaction. And these are the some of the example like Tata Group, Amazon Group, Apple Group, Reliance Group of the company. Okay. Now what is the company code? So company code is a legal entity for which individual financial statements are prepared and submit to the government. Okay. So for each legal entity, you have to create one company code, and for each company code, you have to prepare the financial statement and submit to the government and other stakeholder. Okay. Generally, for each corporate identification number, we create one company code, because for each corporate identification number, you will have one number, and you'll have one seal, you have one stamp, you'll have one name. It means that is considered as a one legal entity. The moment you get separate seal, separate stamp, separate name, and then that is considered as a separate legal entity. Okay. Then it is a 4-digit alphanumeric code. Then see, these 4 questions you have to know. Okay, if you are able to handle these 3 questions, then it means that you are good in the company code concept. See, how to handle subsidiary within country and outside country. I have taught you yesterday, so let me ask you the question. So okay, listen very carefully and you have to answer. Let's say I have my main company is Apple. Okay, Apple Inc. Let's say Apple Inc. has one subsidiary. Let's say Apple Studio. Apple Studio has branch in USA, and they have also branch in, let's say, Dubai. Listen very carefully. So Aruna, you tell me, Apple Inc. is a main company, okay, which is located in USA. It has one subsidiary company called Apple Apple Studio. This has branch in USA, and this has also branch in Dubai. So do you think that for this I have to create one company code, and for this I have to create one company code, or how what will be your answer, Aruna?
Uh, yes, Hari, we need to segregate this because it is the different country and this is the different country. Means like it is for USA and it is for Dubai. So we need to give the separate codes here.
Okay, so you have to create one company code for Apple Studio USA, another company code for
For
Apple Studio
example,
Dubai, right?
yeah, for example, if we are giving the company code like for the Apple Inc., for example, if we are giving the US 10 for the Apple Inc., then we can give the US 11 and US 12, something like that.
Got it. So code anything you give.
Yeah.
My question is either you need to create two different company code or not. That is the question. So do you need to create two different company code, one for this, another for this one?
Yes.
Okay, yes, we have to create, okay, because this is separate legal entity, this is separate legal entity. In USA, this Apple Studio USA will prepare the financial statement, submit to the US government. This also should prepare the financial statement, submit to the Dubai government. Okay, so these are two different legal entity. So you have to create two different company code. Is it clear? Clear na?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the about the subsidiary. Now, if you are clear with the subsidiary concept, now coming to next. How to handle sales office and manufacturing plant within the country. Listen very carefully. Let's say Apple Inc. This is the main company, okay, within the country. Let's say they are located in Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley. Okay, their head office is located in Silicon Valley. Let's say now they are having one sales office. Listen very carefully. I need your answer. They have one sales office in New Jersey. During implementation time, they will have their own company secretary, they will have their own lawyer, they will tell you how many company codes you have to create, but you need to also know little bit. That's the reason I'm focusing. So they have one sales office and they have one manufacturing plant also. They have one manufacturing plant in New York. Okay, this is the scenario within the same country. Okay, within the same country they have. So what you will do for these two? Will you create two different company code? For this will you create one company code? For this will you create one company code? Or you don't create only for this one, you will create the company code? What will do? What is your opinion? Samira, what will do? Or Pallav, what will be your answer?
We'll create two different company codes.
For this you will create different company code.
Yes.
Why?
Because um, because it's in two different states and they're gonna have two different SI corporate identification number, and also because it has two different names.
Okay, so that's the reason I have not written the name it here. So you are partially correct, but you have to ask me the cross question. You have to tell that, sir, either this sales office which is open in New Jersey has been opened by a separate name, or it is open as a sales office under the Apple Inc itself. So that question you have to ask before telling me either new company code you have to create or you have to create only single company code. Okay, so let's say there
Okay.
are two scenario. Let's say sales office, this sales office is part of this Apple Inc, and here I'm not registering separate company, I'm not registering separate name. Then no need to create a separate company code for this sales office. But the moment I'm registering new name in the New Jersey, let's say I'm registering like this, Apple Marketing and Distribution Private Limited, Apple Marketing and Distribution Private Limited. Okay, if I'm registering via this name and I'm opening the sales office, then in this scenario I have to create one separate company code for this, because this is separate legal entity. Okay, Samira? Hello?
Okay, sir.
but but I'm not opening like this separate legal entity, I'm still running like Apple Inc only. Okay, only sales
Oh,
office it is. Okay,
okay.
then I should not create one separate legal entity for this one. Separate company code I no need to create, it is not separate legal entity. It is, this is the legal entity and this is just a sales office of this legal entity. You might understand the Geo, you know, right? Geo one company code registered by a Geo name, Geo, let's say Geo Private Limited, I don't know what is that correct company name, Private Limited. So this is the legal entity. Let's say this Geo has open one sales office where they are selling the SIM, they are selling the SIM. Okay, they are doing the SIM here, they are selling the SIM. So what do you think? You have to create one company code for this also and another company code you have to create like for this also? Jitish should answer. Jitish, what will tell in this scenario?
No, sir. They will create only one under Geo Private Limited.
Yeah. So question is very simple. People are getting confused. See here, I- sales office of Geo will having 1,000 sales office they may be having within the India. We cannot create all 1,000 company code, because all these sales offices are controlled directly from the Geo Private Limited. this sales office is not separate legal entity. Each sales office are not going to create separate financial statement and submit to the government. Okay, this is the legal entity which will be submitting the financial statement. These are just the sales office, but the moment Geo is running the sales office by a separate name, let's say they are telling that Geo uh, sales and distribution private limited, they are running all the sales office private limited, they are running via this name, then this become like separate legal entity. Let's say what Geo is thinking, all the innovation they will do under the Geo private limited, but all the sim businesses they want to handle under the separate legal entity. For that reason they have created this. So in that scenario, this become a separate legal entity. Then only you have to create one company code for this, another company code for this. But if they don't want to, sometimes a government law itself will force you to create the separate legal entity. Government may tell that no, all the sales office of the SIM you cannot run under the Geo Private Limited. It should be separate legal entity. You have to register separate company code. That is the separate scenario. Okay, that sometime government will force you to create separate legal entity, less service. Anybody knows? Flipkart delivery partner, you know?
Sir,
Okay.
e-card.
Something like that. Even I also forgot. Yeah, let's say e-card. So listen here very carefully. Again, let's say Emma Flipkart Private Limited. This is one legal entity. And if the delivery services you are running via separate legal entity, you register separate company code, let's say e-cart private limited, then this is known as a separate legal entity, my dear friend. That's the reason I'm telling this is separate legal entity, this is separate legal entity, because here you register different name, you got different stamp, different logo, everything different. So this become two different legal entity. But in this scenario, you have not registered this as a separate legal entity. Here also you are still running like Geo Private Limited. Is it clear? So this you should not create a separate company code. This and this is same. There is no separate company code is required. But the moment you register by a different name, it become a separate legal entity and you have to create the separate company code. Is it clear? Because from last one day I'm telling same thing. Is it clear? Is it
Yes.
clear or
Yes,
still
sir.
doubt?
Clear.
Clear or still doubt?
Clear.
Okay, I don't know whether clear or not, but please try to understand. So that's the reason, no matter how many branches you are running, you have to see the either you are running by a same name. If you are running by a same name, all branches are still considered as a one legal entity. Okay, but if different branches you are opening by a different name, different logo, different stamp, different things, then it becomes a separate legal entity. That's what I'm trying to tell, my dear friend. Try to understand. Okay, so delete this one. Similarly, so now similarly goes for this one also, manufacturing plant also. If manufacturing plant also you are running under Apple Inc only, then no need to create the separate legal entity. But the moment you register a different name for the manufacturing, you are writing like Apple Manufacturing Private Limited, then this become a separate legal entity. So you have to create a separate company code. Otherwise, no matter how many plant you are opening, all for all you have to have only one legal entity. Not required for each plant one separate legal entity. Not required, because all these are you are running under same license. Let's say under this license only you are running, or under this registration only you are running all this plant. So they are not considered as a separate legal entity. They are only come under this legal entity. But the moment you register different name, different identification, different stamp, okay, then that becomes separate legal entity. Is it clear? Is it clear, everyone? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Aruna, is it clear
Yes,
or
sir.
confusion?
Yes, it's clear, Hari.
Good. So same, these were within the country, and then how to handle sales office and manufacturing plant outside the country. I will clearly say that if you have any sales office outside of the country, please create one separate legal entity. If you are having any manufacturing plant outside the country, please create a separate legal entity. Although there is the concept, some client will handle from plant abroad concept, profit center, but I will tell you, create a separate legal entity if you have any sales office outside the country, or you are having any manufacturing plant outside the country. Create one separate legal entity. Chapter close. In interview also, they will confuse from these three questions. If you are able to answer these three questions, then you are good in the company code. If you are not able to answer these three questions, then you are not good in the company code. Okay, now next goes to credit control area. Credit control area helps you to check the credit limit for the customer. How much credit you can give to the customer, that is control from the credit control area. It is the 4-digit alphanumeric code. Business area, just now I discussed, either Hyderabad, Mumbai, APAC region, like this you create the business area. Then profit center, business area is a 4-digit code, okay, and profit center is a 10-digit alphanumeric code. This is the I given already example, profit center. Then segment is a 10-digit alphanumeric code, and this is the this one. Now, before starting your configuration, you have to prepare the KDS document. Let me quickly open